please subscribe and comment below. If you liked the video, please indicate and share with your friends.
Okay, what I've got for you today are two seemingly unrelated videos, but are very related. So I want you to make sure you watch until the end. Be sure to hit that like button and hit the subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time I've got a new video up. This is important stuff. Another bit of corruption in Ohio.
Now to a story you'll see only here on Local 12. A Pike County Sheriff's deputy caught on camera beating a man who was restrained in a chair. That deputy has since resigned, and his supervisor is suspended and demoted. But the punishment may not end there. The FBI is being asked to take a look at the case, and Brad Underwood is here now after showing that video to a defense attorney. And Brad, he says that charges must be filed.
No question. Jay Clark taking a look at this video for us. He says it clearly shows civil rights violations and felony assault. He says both deputies need to be fired and not given that favorable suspension he calls and an accepted resignation. And for whatever reason, the video that was released by the Pike County Sheriff's Office is missing a 20-minute section. The surveillance video shows Pike County Deputy Jeremy Mooney pepper spray Thomas Friend at point-blank range. Friend is restrained in a chair and tries to move away and falls over. Minutes later, Mooney punches Friend 3 times, then 3 more, and later 5 times. In total, 11 blows to the face.
There's absolutely nothing there to justify the use of force. Nothing.
We showed the video to defense attorney Jay Clark. He says the assault is clear, unprovoked, and charges should be filed.
You're not allowed to do that. I don't care who you are. There's nothing that justifies that.
Interim Pike County Sheriff Jim Nelson says Friend was trying to spit on inmates while being transferred to court, and that this is the first case of excessive force in the department that he's aware of.
With all the publicity that we get down here, I do feel it's just another black eye on Pike County. And that's not how our department runs. I think it was just an isolated incident.
Nelson says both Mooney and his supervisor, William Stansberry, were immediately placed on leave. Pike County Prosecutor Rob Junk is now asking the FBI to look at the video and decide whether criminal charges should be filed.
With officers, they're bound to follow the law. As you can see, this deputy's conduct in the video, people can judge for themselves whether they think this is wrong. And obviously the answer is it is. It just speaks for itself.
Those two make good cops' jobs that much harder. Those two are what caused the problems for the 99% of all the other good cops.
After the beating that morning, Friend was taken to the hospital. He's now in jail for disorderly conduct. Sheriff Nelson says he does believe that Mooney should face criminal charges for the assault. Now, the prosecutor, Junk, says if the FBI doesn't do anything, he's going to turn to the Ohio Attorney General's office to launch a criminal investigation. So not going anywhere, this story. We're just going to have to wait and see how this is going to play out in the courtroom.
And Friend, why was he under arrest or in custody in the first place?
Yeah, it was a disorderly conduct. He was messing with some cars, honking horns, and then acted a little erratic when police got there, so he was arrested, and he was in their custody this day because they were taking him to court.
Yeah, and we were commenting during that video. I mean, those were hard punches.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, the deputy broke his hand as a result of those 11 punches.
Goodness. All right, I know you'll stay on top of it. Brad, thank you.
One of my biggest concerns with this sheriff, the interim sheriff, is the fact that he is saying this is an isolated incident. It may be, but I think it's premature to say that given the history of Pike County and why this particular guy is the interim sheriff. Now for the rest of the story.
A former sheriff learns his fate after pleading guilty to charges he stole while in office.
Charles Reeder made a bid to avoid prison time. Local 12's James Pilcher was in Pike County today for Reeder's sentencing.
Charlie Reeder entered the Pike County courtroom in Waverly, fully intending to plead to stay out of prison. But that wasn't about to happen, according to Special Visiting Judge Patricia Cosgrove.
Some punishment is appropriate for what you have done in terms of tarnishing the name, not just of yourself and your family, but of all law enforcement. the sacrifices that these men and women make, I think you made a mockery of them.
Cosgrove sentenced Reeder to 3 years in state prison on 5 charges, including theft in office, tampering with evidence, and conflict of interest. She said it was similar to the sentences she previously handed out to other sheriffs in Ohio. Her sentence came after Reeder tearfully asked for a probation in a statement that was at times remorseful and at times appeared to deflect blame to others.
For this is not who I am. Never, ever did I imagine myself on the defense side of this courtroom.
Robert Smith led the prosecution for the state auditor's office. I asked his reaction to the judge's ruling.
You satisfied with the sentencing today?
I believe it was fair. We had taken a position that we were asking for a prison sentence, but that we would defer the length to the judge. The judge likes to get a feeling for when somebody says something and they can't prove it, why can't you go back and get evidence to prove that? You know, you are here fighting for your freedom.
It's unknown where in the state system Reeder will serve his sentence. In Pike County, James Pilcher, Local 12 News.
Now, initially, Reeder was the public face of the investigation into the murders of 8 members of the Roden family. How his sentencing will impact the prosecution of the Wagner family remains to be seen.
So the indicted sheriff is the person who is responsible for most of the training and policies and culture of the sheriff's department in Pike County leading up to the beating of the inmate. What's interesting is you notice when they're giving him the perp walk, they're treating him with kids' gloves. As a matter of fact, he's got his hands in front of him. He's cuffed in front of him rather than behind his back like he would have everybody else cuffed. You know, it's just like it's a separate class of people, and they get their special privileges. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on another video. Check out some of my other videos on corruption in the sheriff's offices, and there'll be more to come.
Thank you for watching, and vote thumbs up or thumbs down and tell me in the comments why.